Hey guys, this is Teo1904 and today I bring to you my very first build guide for Diablo 4. This is the Pulverize Shockwave Druid that utilizes the Pulverize core skill and a legendary power called Shockwave. And just to showcase what this is doing, I've been playing this in the last 24 hours really on the open beta of Diablo 4, and it is basically just you are clicking the button, the skill in front of you, and it creates a shockwave in the direction of where you are aiming, and it just annihilates content quite significantly when we finally get our proc on shockwave, on overpower. There we go. It just annihilates most of the AoE stuff, but has slight issues with bosses at the end of dungeons. Overall, super fun play style anyways. So yeah, let's have a look at what the skill build is all about. First of all, the skill tree, very important of course for our ability to play the video game. So let's go through the basic skills, which is Maul and Enhanced Maul. I'm also using Fierce Maul here to increase the range and have an easier time to generate Spirit. This is a very hungry build in terms of that resource, so it is very well worth that. In the core section, I'm using Heart of the Wild 1 point, which is just a prerequisite for Abundance, which is increasing our Spirit generation by 30%. Very important because, well, as I said, it is a very hungry build. Next up is Maul, oh, not Maul, Pulverize, which is our main damage skill with the enhanced Pulverize and the primal Pulverize rune. And yeah, this is our main damage skill. As you saw, we hit the ground, we slam, we make a massive shockwave that deals a ton of damage. You can also opt into Raging Pulverize, but we have a legendary power that slows down enemies, and slowing or stunning is actually very important on this build, but I will get to that in just a second. Then we have in the defensive skills, we are using Earthen Bulwark with the enhanced Earthen Bulwark, just to have that one-click button to get out of any crowd controlling effect. Very nice to have, and I really enjoy this. In the companion skills section, we are putting 1 point into Wolves and 1 point into Vine Creeper. This is just to increase our damage through a legendary power that gives damage for all companions that you have active in your skill bar. So that is why we are using those. We also use Nature's Reach, and this is where the stun would come into play from Raging Pulverize if you don't have the legendary aspect, but since we have it, it increases our damage, or distant damage to slowed enemies in this case, and by quite a significant amount. And finally, we have the Wrath section, in which we just use 1 point into Trample for that mobility, and Provocation, which is another source of overpower hits. So we have 2 sources of guaranteed overpowers. Every 15 seconds we are in a werebear form, we get an overpower charge, and every 10 seconds if we are healthy. So over 80% of our life is still on our life bar. This here has the condition we need to be in a werebear. This is why we are using all the skills that use werebear form instead of, for example, the wild wind shear, which would be even better for spirit generation, but simply is not a werebear skill, so we cannot really use it. As for the items, we are using obviously the Shockwave Pulverize rune here, or legendary power, whatever you want to call it. And this creates a shockwave in front of you when you are hitting the ground. So We're low on spirit, so I can't actually showcase this right now. But this creates, again, the shockwave that you have seen in the intro, dealing massive damage. It's important that you put this into the two-handed weapon to increase the percentage as much as possible. We can get up to 260% more damage on the shockwave, which is incredibly powerful. In addition to that, we are using the Earth Sign Horror in combination with the Ballistics Boots. These turn our Werebear skills into Earth skills and subsequently giving us +2 to ranks to all our Werebear skills. Really nice to have, just a little bit of extra damage. Next up, we are using the Shepherd's legendary power that gives us damage for each companion that is active, as I said. Already in the skill tree, we have 2 companions here. I'm not 100% sure if the wolves count as 2 because there's 2 companions. Somebody else can probably talk about that. And finally, for our damage, we are using Edgemasters in our amulet, which increases our damage based on the resource amount that we currently have. So if we have full resources, then we are dealing the maximum damage that we can possibly get out. For utility and defenses, we are using the Might legendary power on our pants here that decrease any incoming damage by 25% after using a generator. Then we are using basic skills, increase attack speed with the rapid legendary power. This is very nice to get as much resources back as possible. In addition to that, we are using the Protector legendary power. You can also use the Earthen Bulwark variant here, or legendary power that increases the duration of the Earthen Bulwark and create a massive barrier. And last but not least, we are using the Quicksand helmet, which turns Earth skills into this massive slow effect as well. So all our shockwave damage, all our pulverize, our resource generation, all slows down enemies, which again triggers our Nature's Reach doubling percentage in the passive. And some final thoughts on this build. I really enjoy this. This is the most fun that I had on the Druid so far. Just crushing through enemies with ease. As you can see, like wave after wave is just completely getting annihilated. And I really enjoy this build. I hope you have fun with it as well. It just requires to get going the weapon aspect. That's the most important, the critical thing. Everything else beyond that is yeah, just a massive bonus, I guess. But as you can see, it's a lot of fun. Hope you enjoyed this build. Have fun in the beta, and we will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one. Bye.